Yo, welcome to this video. This is Jonathan Belcher. You already know, I just got a vibe about 20 minutes ago to do this video. Literally just 20 minutes ago, I got a inkling, as they would like to say, right, to do this video. So I popped on the camera and I said, let me do this video to talk about the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. And that's a universal laws. In a lot of my videos, I tend to speak about universal laws, and this is just one of the 12 universal laws. I think I've done a video about the law of rhythm before. I did a video about the law of cause and effect, as well as just touch on the universal laws in general. But in this particular video, we're going to talk about it. I think one of the most important laws. All of the laws, all of the 12 universal laws are very, very important for your success. Don't get it twisted. But this particular one, I think is very important to understand if you want to manifest what you want. If you want to be able to learn why that life isn't mostly about what happens to you. Life is mostly about how you react to what happens to you. So I think this is going to be a great lesson on those things. We're going to go in real deep. We're going to go in deep in this video. Pause. We're going to go in deep in this video. Make sure to take notes. Grab a pen, grab a pad. But before we go into the topic, we're going to do our daily affirmation. I am rich. I am financially free. I am financially prosperous. Money flows to me effortlessly and abundantly. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am love. Now, this is one of them laws that you're not going to just understand naturally in life. I know it took me years and years to really understand this law. But I think it's important to understand, especially if you're talking about making a lot of money in business, being able to attract the right people into your life. When you're talking about being able to find a group of people who think like you, mastermind groups of people, you know, attracting pretty women, good-looking men, nice people, some of the greatest people in the world. When you talk about all of that stuff, it really has a lot to do with this law, because the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Let me see if I could do that one more time a little smoother, right? The law of perpetual transmutation of energy basically states that you have the ability to take in some form of energy, turn it around, and use it for something good or for something greater. No matter if the energy coming at you is negative or positive, you have the power to take that energy coming at you, flip it around, and use it for something better. And I think this is a very important law, right? Because this has to do with you basically controlling things at an atomic level. Because another thing that the law states is that anything of a high frequency will be able to overshadow and or change anything of a lower frequency. This is why when you get around some positive people, no matter how down you're feeling, or you get around some funny people who are telling jokes and they laughing, having a good time, this is why your energy starts to increase to match the energy of your surroundings, because of the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. So if you're having a bad day, one of the worst things you could do is just be alone in that negative energy, or be around other people who are having a very negative and a bad day, right? It's better for you to get around some people who are feeling good, doing good, smiling and happy, because that energy is going to rub off on you, which is what the law says. This law says this. So also what this law states is that change is constant, right? Change is always happening. So change is happening constantly throughout the day, every day, even on an atomic level. So the only thing that's constant is change. We got some people out there in the world, right, who they don't want anything to ever change. They just want things to just stay the same, because for whatever reason they like the way things are. But fortunately and unfortunately, this law states that things are forever changing. The only thing constant is change. Because if everything is changing on an energetic level, everything is energy. In the last video I spoke about how money is energy. Check out my last video if you did not see that video. I was talking about how money is energy. But people are energy as well. And emotions are energetic, because as people we have emotions. So whatever energy you're giving off, that's the energy that the universe is going to reciprocate to you. And even if you're sent a negative energy, for example, you might be at work or something like that, and you might have a customer at a retail job or something like that, and the customer's pissed off because something is taking too long to happen. And you might be the manager at that store. You might be the manager at that job. Now this customer's pissed off. You know, you got people yelling at you. You got customers yelling at you. You're trying to get things right with your workers, with the cashiers, and things are just all over the place. And then this crazy mad customer comes up to you and says, oh man, the manager must be an idiot. They don't know how to teach their workers right. Let's say they said something like that to you, right? And you're the manager and they just called you an idiot. Well, you could take that comment and you can respond to that comment and curse that lady out. You could curse that customer out if you want to. But what is that going to lead to? It's probably going to lead to you losing your position, you losing your job. It's going to probably lead to some bad things if you choose to respond in that way, right? So you could take that energy that she's giving you, transmute it for the better, right? And say something like, you can ask her a question. You could say something like, ma'am, I'm very sorry about the inconvenience going on. Is there a solution that you can recommend for us to make this better? Now she has to answer the question and say and think about what is the best solution to make the situation better. So now automatically her energy has to go down to a level where she's not so angry and she's not pissed off. Do you see the difference? So there's always a difference in how you can respond. There's always, you can choose to respond however you want to respond to whatever life is throwing your way. Right? So understanding this law is a very powerful thing. It's a very powerful thing when it comes to manifesting the money you want, manifesting the relationships you want. And make sure to drop a comment below if you're understanding this law and you like this law and you're learning something from this video. Please be sure to drop a comment below. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel as well. Make sure to hit the bell notification, because some people be watching my videos and they don't be hitting the bell notification, and you're not going to be notified immediately when I make videos like this. You know what I'm saying? So understand the law of perpetual transmutation of energy means that you have the power to transfer energy from yourself to other people. So that means that if you're in a bad mood, in a negative mood, and you're going out into the world and you putting that negative energy out into the world, you know, you looking at people, you screw facing people, you cursing people out, you know, you slamming doors in people's face, how much do you expect to get back a positive response from other people when you put out that energy? You shouldn't really expect much of a positive response, right? But people do it all the time. You'll be surprised. People go out there in life and in their business and they give out negative energy and they wonder why they don't get back what they want. They wonder why they don't make what they want back. It has to do with the energy that you're transferring out there to other people. Because you can literally change something with a positive energy. You can literally change someone with a loving heart. You can literally change the atmosphere and the aura and the setting of where you are based on how you're moving, based on the light that's shining out of your heart. That's what this law is basically saying. If you really think about it on a deeper level, it means that you have such power on an energetic level that you can walk into a room and you can light up that room with your positive spirit, with your positive aura. I've seen it done plenty of times. I don't know about you, but I'm a Pisces, right? That's my sign. My sign is a Pisces. And we're very intuitive naturally and very spiritual people. Like I could walk in a room and I can feel and sense somebody's energy right away. And I can know if that person's in a good spirit or they experiencing a bad time. But I can either choose to go over to that person and I can share a negative energy with them, which will make them feel worse, right? They probably turn around and punch me in the face if I did that, right? Or I could say, you know what? What's an encouraging word I could share with this person to transfer some type of positive energy to help out their situation? Because I could say one thing that brightens up their day. That's where these sayings come from, right? Oh, that smile just brightened up my day. Or that compliment. That compliment just brightened up my day. You know why people say that? Because that compliment or that smile, whatever it is, it literally increased their energy. It increased their vibrational frequency. So they're telling you, yo, you made my energy increase. You gave me an increase in energy. I appreciate that. They're telling you without saying it. Well, they probably don't know that this law exists. But they're saying that based on the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, you made use of it and now I feel better. That's all it is. But you got to understand that things are always changing on an energetic level, right? So you got to expect change when you're talking about growth. When you're talking about reaching the next level in your life and you're talking about leveling up, you want to do big things, that's going to take a change because you're changing something about you on an energetic level, on an atomic level. To be able to change your life, you're going to experience change. So stop fighting change. Stop fighting challenges. Stop fighting the possibility for things to go wrong. Stop fighting the possibility for you to make mistakes. Because that's all you got to go through that journey in order to become exactly who you want to become. But the quicker you understand this law, right? This is what we're talking about. We're talking about the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. The quicker you understand this law, the quicker you understand your power to impact other people. I don't know if you've ever been somewhere, right? Like, this is why I say, get rid of negative people. Get rid of all the negative Nancys from your life. And, oh man, you ever met somebody that's a negative Nancy and a chatty Patty in one? Oh my gosh, it's like the worst kind of person you can meet. Imagine a negative person and they won't stop talking. It's like, damn, I'm in a double fucked up situation dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? But you ever got around somebody and they have so much negative energy that you could literally feel your energy decreasing. You could literally feel your vibrational frequency decreasing by being around this motherfucker. Have you ever been in a situation like that? I know I have. I've been in a situation I got around somebody, they negative, and I could feel that. And now I got to decide how to turn this around and make my energy positive again. But that's because the law is at work all the time, constantly, no matter where you go in the world. That law is at work constantly, no matter where you go in the world. That's why you could go around people, feel motivated, go around other people, and feel discouraged. And this is why it's so important that you get around people who think like you. This is why it's so important that you think and you learn from people who, you know, they seem to have it on a good head on their shoulder. They seem to be headed somewhere. They got a vision or a dream of some sort. It's good to be around those people because those are hopeful people. Those are faithful people. Those are positive people. It doesn't mean that everything is good about them, right? Just because you're successful in business, that doesn't mean that you have a great character. But when a person understands energy and they understand how that energy could be transferred, 9 times out of 10, they're going to use it in a very just way. Because they know that putting out negative energy could lead to their detriment. Energy, 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 right? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about energy. We're talking about energy. So the law says that energy can be transferred. Energy can never be destroyed. It can only be transferred. That's something we learned in science. This also has to do with your work, with your line of work. How do you do your work? Do you do your work with a positive, good-spirited energy? Do you do your work? Do you take it seriously? Do you take your work seriously? Do you do your work with pride and joy? It's not about just the quality of which you do your work, right? It's not just about the quality you do your work. It's also about the energy you do your work with. That's a very big part of it. This also goes back to the feeling thing, right? I speak a lot about how you conjure up positive feelings so that you can act in the next best way possible to get the results you want. So this is all interconnected in some way, shape, or form. Everything that I talk about in my videos are interconnected in some way, shape, or form, from making money down to you growing spiritually. Because you can't make a lot of money and change your life until you grow spiritually on some type of level, until you get some type of understanding on how the laws of the universe works. I ain't understand these laws for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand these laws until I experienced a spiritual awakening. And I started to read like OD, like I started to read mad books. And I was just learning so much things, and I had a little journal. I recommend if you're reading books, make sure to have a journal on the side where you take notes. Some of the most important things you read out that book, write it down in your journal if it's stuff that you want to remember and carry with you for the rest of your life. But I just remember just learning so much in book. And when I learned about the universal laws, yo, I was like, yo, this is what's governing everything in life. This is the universal laws of what's literally governing everything in life. And if you know them and you know how to use them to your advantage as well as to other people's advantage, guess what? Your life is going to change. It's how manifestation works. So I'm talking about, I'm putting you onto game. You want to know why the 1% is the 1% of the world? Why the elites are the elites of the world? Because they understand universal and spiritual laws. They understand universal and spiritual laws. And the more you understand the universal and spiritual laws, you can't go back to that old person you used to be. Not to say that you're going to change for the worse. You're going to change for the better, because you're going to know how to manifest. You're going to know how to create for yourself. You're going to know how to take time and money and make it work in your favor. So when we talk about the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, it's a law that's very powerful, and it has to be utilized in anything that you do. No matter what, you're going to be using some type of energy. But it depends on what is the energy that you choose. Because life is 90%. Well, no. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. I believe that's the saying, right? So it's not about what life throws at you. It's about how you respond to what life throws at you. But if you don't know how to respond in a way that's conducive and helpful to your situation, you're going to constantly do things repelling money. For example, a thought like, oh man, I'm broke, man. I don't know if I'm ever going to be successful. Oh man. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna ever be rich. I don't know if I'm gonna ever do what I want to do. I don't know if I'm gonna ever reach my dreams or my goals. Those kind of thoughts carry a certain energy with them. And because if you have those thoughts, you're gonna move and walk through life with that energy. Without you even saying anything, people can feel whether or not you believe in yourself. People can feel whether or not you going places and you on a mission. People can sense that without you even saying a word, because of this law that I'm talking about. So if you have negative thoughts that carry a low frequency energy with them, and you expect to have a positive life, that's a delusional situation to be in. The only way to attract a positive life is to have positive thoughts, because like attracts like. So if I want something positive, I gotta think something positive. And because I think something positive, I'm gonna do something positive. Oh man, drop a comment below if you with me. Drop a comment below if you with me. If you hear what I'm saying, if what I'm saying making sense to you, drop a comment below. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is one of the harder laws to explain, to be honest with you. But I'm trying my best ability to break it down to you how this universal law works. It's just like when it comes to getting girls or getting men, for you ladies out there, right? When it comes to getting girls, you always want to give out a confident energy, that alpha male type of energy, that energy that makes her feel secure when she's around you. That's an attractive energy, right? So you're transmitting energy no matter where you go, no matter who you're around. But what's the energy you transmitting out there? Are you putting that good energy into your business? What are you afraid of? Because fear has a negative energy attached to it. So you got people out there, like, for example, I don't watch the news. I'm gonna be honest, I don't watch the news. Most of my news that I get is probably from like social media, scrolling on Instagram or something like that. But for the most part, like, I will never rush to watch the news or go to the news channel. And some people think that's ignorant, but I don't think it is, because I know that everything has energy that is transferring. And when you consume something, you're getting that energy of something. Look at the news. Is the news sharing information that makes you feel more faithful or more fearful in life? I guarantee you just said it makes you feel more fearful, because that's what it does. It shares nothing but negative news after negative news after negative news. This person got killed. This person got stabbed. This person got raped. This person got this and that. And like, it's just, the world is in chaos. And that news, you taking in that news every day, which I don't recommend, right? You taking in that news every day, and you expect to go out there and live a life of authority. You expect to go out there living a life with confidence. But subconsciously, every day, you feeding yourself information from the news that ain't doing nothing but limiting your beliefs. It ain't doing nothing but holding you back. It ain't doing nothing but making you fearful, making you scared, making you think that ain't no way out of this situation. So literally, you listening to that information, and it's the law of perpetual transmutation of energy is applying there as that energy is being transferred to you. Now you go out into the world with that fearful energy, not believing in yourself, not believing in business, not believing that you could quit your job, not believing you could boss up, not believing you could provide jobs to other people. That's how it works. That's how it works. So on a very deep level, every little information that you take in, every piece of information that you're consuming is affecting you some way, shape, or form. Because it's creating a thought in your mind. And whatever energy that thought holds is going to be the energy that you attract. So if you have the thoughts of a king, you're going to attract king shit. If you have the thoughts of a queen, you're going to attract queen shit. It's just how it goes. Attract, like, you know what I mean? I'll talk about the law of attraction all the time. This video is not necessarily about the law of attraction, but it still has to do with it because all of these laws are connected in some way, shape, or form. From the law of cause and effect, the law of rhythm, all the way down to the law of polarity, the law of oneness, the law of gender. You know what I'm saying? But it comes down to how bad you truly want to change your life, because the universe ain't going to give you what you want until you start acting and behaving like you're deserving of it. You know what I'm saying? So without any further ado, I want to make this video because let me know if you're getting value from this video. Let me know if you learned something from this video in the comments below. I would really appreciate that. Make sure to drop a thumbs up on my video. It helps my videos. When you comment and thumbs up on my videos, it really helps it. And I would appreciate if you shared this video with 5 friends or family. Somebody that you would think would want to learn this information, because I know not everybody want to learn this information. There's a lot of people who's closed off. They think this is some mystical shit. Like, oh, that's some dreamy, mystical, magical shit. Oh, I'm scared to learn that. It's going to change me. No, it's not, stupid. It's governing the world no matter whether or not you want to admit it or not. No matter whether or not you want to acknowledge it. Universal laws are governing the way the world works, right? And spiritual laws are governing the way the world works. So without any further ado, make sure to share this video. All the links that you need is in the description below if you want to make some more money, you want to change your life, get down with the team, whatever you want to do, learn some secret skills, some secret stuff so you can change your life. All of the links is in the description below. Also, you can get connected with me in the descriptions below. So your boy, Jonathan Belcher. Peace.